Hurricane Beryl expected to hammer Jamaica with life-threatening winds and a storm surge. The Prime Minister declaring Jamaica a disaster area for the next 7 days and urging people to remain calm. A nationwide curfew is in place.
On July 3rd, 2024, Hurricane Beryl caused immense devastation, affecting people's homes, livelihoods, and way of life. Today we unite as one world, one people, one heartbeat for Jamaica.
Yo, what's going on? Wagwan, everybody.
Yes, sir.
What's up? James, what's going on, brother?
There, bro. How is it?
We're good. Thank you for this link up, bro.
Yeah, man. Need it.
Love that we can get together and do something for the people, do something for Jamaica, and just try help one another, especially in this time. You've been through the island, you've seen the devastation, you've witnessed it firsthand. Your family has done immense work in helping to restore some of the communities. Tell me, what have you seen?
So, first place I went after the hurricane passed was Portland Cottage. Because, you know, we have a lot of brethren out there, a lot of links out there. And it was just utter devastation. People have lost their entire houses. People have lost their shops, clothes, everything gone. Up to 2 weeks after, people's land was still flooded. People can't get in and out. People don't have roofs. Even if you have the house, your roof gone, and you sleep under threat of rain, cold wind, everything every night. So yeah, it's just crazy destruction. And from what I've heard, it's not just Portland Cottage, you know. St. Thomas has been badly affected.
Yeah, the whole South Coast is.
Yeah, the whole South Coast.
Yeah, I mean, people think that it's just they get a vision of like North Montego Bay, we were lucky and stuff like that, and I think that everything is all right without seeing the actual devastation of what happened from the entire South Coast got lashed. I mean, It was a category. It was huge. It was people farming is really have been pretty much wiped out in St. Elizabeth. That's the breadbasket, one of the places that I love. So I mean, it's complete devastation, and people think that 2-3 weeks after everything is back to normal, people still don't have water, people still don't have light, people don't have the livelihoods of the places that they live to go back to. So I mean, whatever we can do to help out, guys, there is a QR code on the screen that's for Food for the Poor. You can visit Food for the Poor Jamaica. This is something that James and I have teamed up with Food for the Poor to just create this, and hopefully we can get some donations going to help, because they're on the ground. They're the ones that are doing the work, doing the fight every day, helping the people out, helping the communities, and not just in certain sections throughout the entire Jamaica. So what else? I know your family has done a lot, James. Tell me some more about what you guys have done.
All right, so we have our own foundation called Kind Hearts, and we spend a lot of time working with Food for the Poor. So in association with Food for the Poor, we've donated around 5 million Jamaican to different parishes. So that has gone to food, building supplies. But after we actually got into the communities ourselves and saw how badly destroyed things are, the family and the company has donated 10 houses through Food for the Poor to individuals in need. And this is not going to go to people we know or our friends. We're doing it to the people who are really in need. So Food for the Poor will evaluate and decide and spread the donation across to 10 people across the island.
Right. I'm hoping that Marsha will soon get Marsha on from Food for the Poor as well to discuss more of the initiatives that they have been doing and exactly how they've been helping people and stuff like that. But as you say, it's complete devastation. I mean, the images that we show a while ago, you see some of it, but as the hurricane passed, so did the media coverage of it. So people really not getting that highlight and that focus.
Everybody, what's crazy is like, I see it's like this in Jamaica all the while. Something is hot for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then we move on to the next topic. Like right now, we're talking about war going with Beryl in the north. But a hurricane or a storm is forming now and could be on the way to Jamaica again within the next 2 weeks.
Right.
and people, it's out of Jamaicans' mind. We're not going to be prepared. We're going to be rushing again at the last minute to get food, to get supplies, and then when it comes, people will be damaged again. The people who haven't gotten help yet are now
Mm,
at big risk of dying, losing their lives because they have no house, they have no shelter, they have no nothing. So it's really important as a community, as a country, we stick together and we realize
absolutely.
we need to fix these things first before another hurricane comes, before people get hit again
You
and
know,
again.
our culture, yeah, man, our culture is last minute to get prepared with everything. I mean, we wait until it really right there in our face before we do anything for it. I mean, I saw the storm as well. I got an update on it, I think like yesterday, that it had formed, it was forming, and is coming back.
Yeah,
Well, coming towards, we're in the cone as
yeah.
well.
Similar
So,
path
yeah,
again.
similar path.
I get we never know till, but why wait? Is it mean like we need to be prepared? We don't know what going on.
Absolutely. Marsha is in the green room right now and ready to come in. Bring Marsha in from Food for the Poor. She can tell us more about exactly how to donate, where to donate, and
All
what the
right.
initiatives are that they're doing.
Yeah, man.
Hello, guys. How you
Hi,
doing?
Marsha. How
Hey,
you doing?
Marsha, how you doing?
Boy, I tell you, thank you so much. This is just, there are no words to describe what you guys are doing for Food for the Poor and for the country, our beautiful island, Jamaica. God bless you for what
Thank you,
you're
Marsha.
doing.
Trying a thing.
It's hopefully will inspire more people to do it. I mean, it's nothing to help, and if we can all help one another, we'll be such a better country for it.
Fox.
Definitely. And with Food for the Poor, our thing is building back the love for Jamaica. And this is how you build it. And, we started this campaign last year. And to know that it's so fitting now, the words building back the love,
Yeah,
because it's love why you guys are doing this. It's all about love. Is this what we talk about? God's love. And
love is the word.
that's what you're displaying right now.
Yeah,
All love. Thank
it's
you
all
so
about
much.
love.
And
No,
that's what we
I
need
mean,
at Food for the Poor.
please tell us more about the initiatives that you're doing, because we were talking about a lot of people, as we say, out of sight, out of mind. 1 week story in
Yeah,
Jamaica, people don't understand that the devastation is still there.
it's
People are
there.
still affected. People's livelihoods have been affected. There are people still without electricity, without water, without basic necessities of life.
Yeah.
Definitely. And so we have been hitting the ground like before the hurricane, but we need to dial back as to food. Who is Food for the Poor? This is what we do every day. So this is not, this is
True.
like, us just adding more and doing much more. But
True.
this is what we do. We do relief, and we try to be as get persons to become sustainable. It's really devastated. I mean, I don't even think the news is really carrying what is really happening out there. As when you go into St. Elizabeth and Portland and obviously
You know,
St. Thomas, that a lot of persons not
Marsha,
speaking about.
sorry, the news not covering it enough. But you see, once 2 weeks come around and you realize that the farmers have been devastated, and the people start feeling it in them pocket, because when you go to the store, I just went to the store and 3 carrots were 1,000 Jamaican dollars. And what is coming because of the devastation in the bread basket? I mean, if we can help now to even regenerate or regrow some of these crops, not just the farmer, the houses and stuff like that, but his entire industries.
Definitely, you're hitting the nail on the head, because I went into the supermarket today and I couldn't find proper vegetables. And so it is what is coming that we have to definitely see how best we can assist. So, whatever it is that we have to do as a country, what I mean? We look at what we tell her, we know that, listen, we
Absolutely.
grow up to look after each other. We grow up that if Mass Joe beside us hungry, we're going to feed him. And that's why we need to go back in that. And let me tell you something, what you're doing must inspire other persons to come on board. Food for the Poor has been around 41 years of serving the people of Jamaica. We help farmers. I mean, everything. We build schools, we build homes, we deal with the health industry. We have everything that you can think of, just like the government, in terms of ministry. But we can't do it alone. And that's why people
No,
like you will help us to get the message out. And at Food for the Poor, we need the support. We need it, because once you give us the money, we'll get it done. You don't have to do anything. Just give us the money. We will go and get the items to the people. one thing for sure, you get your report. You see how we spend your money. You get a report at the end of whatever it is, and you see how we spend your money. So you know that. And that's why James will always come back to Food for the Poor
Yeah.
because of transparency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see a Jamaican organization impacting so many lives. And that's why I really love Food for the Poor. And guys, while we're here, we're trying to get your contribution. For those of you who can, check out the QR code or visit foodforthepoor.ja.com and donate every mickle make a
Yeah,
muckle.
any mickle make a muckle. I
Right
mean,
now,
anything that you can, if you can, please do. The charities are up. They have them running right now, and all of that will go to the need. It will go to the people that are in those dire situations that we're looking to help.
for
And we thank you, Marsha. Thank you and your entire
Definitely.
team.
But what I need to say is, guys, remember it's www.foodforthepoorja.org.
oh,
And also, we're about to launch something with Jamaica National where when you send in your money, you can put a little money towards donating to Food for the Poor. So every avenue, we're making it as easy as possible for persons to donate to Food for the Poor. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Know.
and a big thing, guys, we have a goal for this current fundraising we're doing of 300,000 US. Before we got involved, Marsha had gotten to around 80,000 US. They're doing a really great job, and other companies have promised to come on board if we can reach this goal. So, guys, if 100 people donate $10, we're getting somewhere.
Every mickle make a muckle.
Donate $10, we're moving. You don't have to do a big amount. If you have a big amount at once,
It don't have to be.
every little piece.
But that's another thing that I think that why we want this reach to go out is because you don't have to donate a lot, just some kindness. I mean, we don't give to receive in our country. We give for the grace of it. And I think even if you put a $5, $10, $1, anything that you have, I mean, it's good karma.
We do it for the love, not
And,
the
and
life.
not only that,
exactly.
it don't have to be a one-time thing. You can say, you know what, for every month for the year, for 1 year, I'm going to sow $10 in Food for the Poor. $10 to you is small, but $10 to us is large, because if we have 1,000 persons donating $10 to us, it makes a huge difference. So don't look at it and say, oh, it's only $5.
Yeah, and
No,
it helps a
whatever
lot.
you give us is multiplied, and that's what we need. Just continue, just sow into what we're doing, our ministry. Do it God's way. And that's all we ask. Or we ask you to keep us in prayers, because the team, they have been working before the hurricane, and they're working. And then with another system out there, we have been rebuilding roofs. We have been building homes. We have been giving out food packages. We have been on the ground, and this is non-stop for us. So we ask for prayers, and we ask for funds.
How
We
many
ask for
team
support.
members
We
you
ask
have?
for
Sorry.
volunteers.
How many team members you have, Marsha? Like my
We
estimate.
have about, say, 92 persons on staff,
That's awesome. And
between on the
thanks to
road
every
and
one
in
of them.
office.
Yeah, thanks to
Everybody
every
have to
one
be
of
on
them.
the phone to take the calls. Persons crying out, boy, them hungry. What can they do? So anything at all, we need a support. Again, www.foodforthepoorja.org. Just call
It's
us
on the screen. The right thing is on the screen.
876-984-5005. Yeah, we need you guys. We need you. We
So
need
what
you to survive.
apart from, I mean, the hurricane is a big thing, but you guys have efforts throughout the island. Is the entire Jamaica is a reach for Food for the Poor? It's Food for the Poor Jamaica, not Food for
Exactly.
the
So
Poor
that's
when
just
it's a
it.
relief for.
So exactly. So Food for the Poor, it's Food for the Poor Jamaica. So we're not focusing on Portland Cottage and St. Elizabeth alone. We're going St. Thomas, Westmoreland, wherever the need is, or wherever we need to rebuild, that's what we're doing. So, and that's what we do. We have distribution centers all over Jamaica. At the end, before, I mean, we serve at least 300,000 persons per month through our feeding program per month.
Wow.
Amazing.
Okay. We have built over 34,000 homes so far.
I mean, in a year, that's the population of Jamaica that you fed.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, we have our farming programs. And so when you sow into food for the poor, it's what we want now. We are working on sustainable projects. We're getting schools to become more sustainable through our projects that we have. We are trying to get communities to also become sustainable. So it's not just, oh, they come and we give them some food. No, we're now saying, listen, you have a program, you have a project, write to us. Let's see the project and let us fundraise for that project for you.
Yeah,
That's what we're doing right now. We want to get serious. We have to get serious about building back Jamaica.
guys, my family and I were committed to Jamaica. We have worked with Marsha and the team to build 8 schools, and we are working on number 9 next year. Every nickel may come up, guys. Anything you can help us with, anything from hurricane relief. If you want to get involved, let us know. If you don't have money, share the video, share the message, spread the word. If we don't work together to build Jamaica, nobody else going to do it. We can't rely on America. We can't rely on UK. They don't care about us, and it's not their fault. They have their own problems. We have to take care of Jamaica. It's our job to take care of
And
our.
I agree with you. I even go further. It's not, I mean, it's Jamaicans to take care of Jamaicans. We can't depend on anybody, any outside interests, sometimes not even the inside interest you can depend on. It has to come from us, the community, us, the people.
Definitely. And you said something which is very important, James. If you don't have the money, all we're asking is just share.
Yeah.
Share.
Share
Because
the
you
word.
won't have it, but the person that you share it with will probably go, oh, really? Oh, let me donate. So you don't worry about if you don't have the funding. We're just asking you to share. Prayers, share, and funds. That's all
Spread,
we're asking for
spread the
right
message.
now.
And you guys are on all social media as well. You have your Instagram account.
Yes. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. We're there. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Mhm. Anything else about the team? I mean, how we can get you, we have that goal of that we're reaching towards with donations as well. And we're saying that it's not just going to hurricane relief, it goes to everything as well. Yes, we've
Everything.
been devastated by the hurricane. This is really focusing on hurricane relief, but food for the poor does not deal with just I just want to get that message out in case people just coming
Mm-mm.
back into the live or just joining us, to really just reiterate that this is something that is a constant. It's an everyday thing. It's
Every
365,
day.
7 days a week, 24 hours a day that you guys are out in the communities, out sharing, out giving back. And that is why it's such an honor to, I mean, I I look forward to doing more work, but it's such an honor to be able to share the screen with you, Marsha, and your team, and just be in the same light of what you guys do, because that's really what you guys do. You guys put light to people who are going through dark times. And I mean, bless you and your
Believe me.
entire team. We can't say that enough.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
You guys,
God bless you guys again. Thank you.
you guys are amazing. I tell you, food for the poor blows my mind every single day, and we are committed to continue working with you guys. So
And I look forward to working some more. You
Yes,
actually had something
Matthew.
from
Looking
Marsha,
forward
and
to.
I was supposed to email you from before something, and I said I'm going to save it for the live stream, so I have it up, and I'm going to press send during the live stream to send out right now to you. So thank you again, Marsha.
Thank you
But
guys.
we're not finished yet, you
Blessings.
know. We still want more, you know. You're not going anywhere yet.
Definitely. 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 I'm here.
Come on. So James, you and Marsha have worked together. You guys have worked on schools. You worked during the hurricane relief effort. I must thank you again, brother, because as soon as we linked up about this and got this talking about it, it really came together real quick. Couldn't have done this without you. And
anytime.
basically exactly what you and your family is doing is big up on yourself, man.
All right.
Something that, you know,
Anytime.
a lot of people talk the talk, but not a lot of them walk the walk. And
Walk the
you guys
walk.
been walking.
Yes.
Say it really, to be honest, it all comes from my grandmother
Yeah.
and my grandfather. They always said, "To whom much is given, much is expected."
Expected.
And my grandparents worked their entire life to provide for their family, and they have done that. And now that they've done that, it is our responsibility to help those in need while we continue to work and support those around us.
Yeah, man.
So, I mean, from a young age, this is what we've been learning. And my grandmother, she used to teach women in Papine how to read, write, cook, and sew. And they actually held her up at gunpoint 3 times until she finally had to stop. because they said if you do this one more time, we're going to kill you. But we just have to find a new
Wow.
to give back.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to stop us from building Jamaica,
Yeah.
and we just
Yeah.
want everyone else to get involved.
Not like our grandmothers or our mothers. Obviously, same thing for me. It comes from my grandmother. My mother is involved in charity as well. She does stuff and put help with kids schooling, all of that as well. And it's something that we grew
Same
up
thing
in
with
and
me.
giving back.
Father,
Yeah.
parents, same thing.
Yeah. So I mean, my mother has this club with her friends called the Wise Women Club, and that's what they try to do is garner education to women, underprivileged, anybody that needs it to basically go to school, go to secondary school, tertiary education, anything that you can do, including funding for housing and stuff like that. So I mean, everybody here has a background of charitable, but it don't have to come from
Definitely.
family from before. You can be the one to start it in your family. You could be the one to start the charity trend and bring your kids on board, bring your auntie, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your sister, daughter, grandparent, whoever it is. If you have never grown up in a charitable way, it's a good time to start. It's never too late. It's never too early.
Never too late. Yeah, I read that. Agreed. Fully
Yeah,
agreed.
man. Yeah. So tell me some more about what other things that you have planned for this for this coming month and year for food for the poor now.
Well, definitely what we want to do is we want to have a fundraiser later on this year, just to see how we can get persons, you know, engaged in what we're doing. I know there's a fundraiser being planned for in Europe. That's in September. So we're gonna speak more about that, when it get closer to the time. But persons have been reaching out to see how they can really, work with us. We want persons to stand with us, and that's what you're doing. But most of all, we have our projects that need funding. We have a project called Bright Bites that we started in December coming into January for 2024. And that's 21 schools that we provide food for 1 year, their breakfast program. And that helped kids. And with that program, we saw kids attending school, attendance went up because they know that they come into school, there is food there for them. And so we're going to continue that program for September going into next year. We have our we have sewing machines that persons can use to start their business and to help the community. We have farming programs. We have so many different elements to food for the poor that persons can tap into and see. But what we want to do is we don't just want to help one person, so that when you help one person, it's not really that sustainable. So you really want to generate projects that will be able to impact a community. And
Absolutely.
so there's some level of accountability there. And then you can see the magnitude of the changes that you really want. And believe me,
Absolutely.
I believe that I've been at Food for the Poor 10 years. I've been doing this inside out. I have been working hard. We have been working hard every day, because at the end of the day, when I go and deliver a house, it breaks my heart when I go and we hand over a house and the kids aren't going to school. So there's also a way of donating a house, but also there's a way of helping us to send kids back to school. So we have our back to school program that is in dire need right now, because we have to get the kids out.
You
Yeah.
So
know,
there's so many different stuff that we need help with.
it could be really cool. I don't know if you guys would be interested. If we could find one specific project or a specific house that we're going to build back, and we document the entire process for the people to see. Because you said you're all about transparency, and while we who work with you regularly know this, if we could show the everyday person who's sending a $10 or something, and we made a video to put out there from a donation is received to how you make arrangements, to how we select the person. I'd love to work on a video like that with you guys, and we could show the people.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Definitely. I
Because a
definitely.
lot of persons think that when we get these documents, we're just, oh no. When we get the documents, there's somebody who have to go through everything to ensure that all the right documents are there. Then when it is processed, we have to send our investigator out there to make sure whatever is on the documents is correct. Then it comes back. So there's a long process. right? Even with our projects, it's the same thing. So, James, we are ready. We are ready. I
I'm
think
ready
that's
as well.
amazing. The persons can see what we're doing. And we know what I love? I love for us to show some of the places that we build our houses.
Yes.
Places that I don't even think people know exist in Jamaica.
Yeah. So you guys go into some place where people don't know about, can't get there on a regular road. I mean, when I worked in some, I worked in some elections way back, and when we were going up in some place in Portland, and the road stopped, and it turned in, it's dirt. Nobody have car up there, nothing is up there, and you got 3 4 hours on dirt up in the hills, and you find a community full of people, and you're saying there's no way Jamaicans are up here. There's maybe one light post, one street lamp in the whole community, and you guys find a way to get up in there. You find a way all over Jamaica, and it's crazy.
I,
Yeah.
I I know those places as well, but as much as it you go up the hill, those places have some really good food them can cook.
You know, I love to cook, Tina, so you probably have to hook me up, you know. I
Well,
used to have a restaurant before I came to
we
Food
need
for
to
the
do
Poor.
something, and hopefully that, I mean, that's the stuff that's what I want to deal with as well, because I mean, I can't have the name food within the logo and stuff like that, and we don't give back to the people. So I mean, kitchens and stuff like that is something that I'm interested in doing. I mean, I would attend I Cook as well. I'd come down, we cook some food and bring in the community, and everybody just, have some food
There's a
and get
thing,
together.
there's a thing that we distribute called Mana Pack. It's a one pot meal. And so we try to get persons to embrace it. And that meal, when you cook it up and season it, it right.
So it's a
So
one
that's
down.
something also we can look at one,
It's a
yeah.
one down.
So in what, yeah. So if we can show them how they can prepare it and really and truly, believe me, when we have a lot of work to do. Believe me, we're going
Well,
to
we
get it
have
done. Then
James
we're
and I
tired
have the
to see my
gear. I
face.
mean, it's just I will definitely commit to it. I know James is already committed to it. To get
Oh,
this out and
definitely.
create more content for you guys. And basically, as James said, and you said as well, Marsha, put it out so that the content keeps regenerating. It grows farther. The reach expands. More people share, and then hopefully it brings more people into the fold for them to be a part of Food for the Poor. See what you do. See where the money that they give goes, and the communities and people that it impacts.
Yeah.
And also, we have a page called the Champion page. And so, if you want to fundraise for Food for the Poor, if you're having your birthday, you want persons to donate to your the funds that you want to do for Food for the Poor. I know persons have done it for their birthday. Persons have done it just to raise funds for Food for the Poor. What we do is we generate a page for you. We put a video there. We put what your message on it, and then you get a link that you can send to your friends. So I've had friends who have gotten their links for their birthday, and instead of collecting gifts, they were able to fundraise to build a house for a family, and that was their
Wow.
birthday
Yeah,
present to a family.
that's
So we have
awesome. That's
all of
amazing.
these different elements that you can start your own fundraising page.
That's amazing. And that page, you can get donations from anywhere, or
Yeah, man, it show you anywhere in the world, anywhere.
awesome.
Just like the page that we have there with the QR, the code that you have there
Right.
now, is the same thing. We set up a page for you. That's exactly, you have your video. You say, guys, it's my birthday. Support this cause, and that would be your thing. And you get your link and you send it to your family and friends, and it show you each time somebody donated, your figures go up. That's it.
Awesome. So basically, you're the champion, and you can champion whatever it is that you have.
Exactly. Definitely.
Whatever your passion is, whatever you really
Whatever it
are
is,
passionate
yes.
about. It can be anything then, pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
awesome.
So, it's there's so many different elements to Food for the Poor. When persons come and tour our facility, they're like, this, you guys do this? Hospital beds, wheelchairs, what? School,
Yeah.
what? Everybody's like, what? Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, as I say, you guys in everything, you're teaching people a lot more about what you do. I mean, the name Food for the Poor doesn't strictly or specifically mean that it's just food that you guys do. It's everything. You touch on all bases.
Food of life, food for life. Food is a Christian value of when we speak food, is that just the physical food, is the word of God. It covers everything that you can think of. We do also, I need to tell you, we also do water harvesting. You know what I mean? We do, so we have 13 fishing villages all over Jamaica that we give boats and engines and maintain them, and you know what I mean? There's boy, I tell you, if I start talking, boy,
Please
you don't have
start.
enough
Tell them,
time.
let them go.
But
No, man, we have the time.
I
Please.
really and truly need the support right now. We need the support in every way possible. And also, we need support to help us to pack the packages that we need to get out to Jamaica. You know, we need that kind of support. Afraid of James to tell James in the car, boy, James say, James was coming down there. We said, boy, James will only want 10 persons. James coming about 25. But we need the support. And all information is on our website, www.foodforthepoorja.org. Contact me, Marsha. I'm at Food for the Poor. I'm there to serve the people of Jamaica. I've been doing it 10 years now. And my husband tell me every day I don't work a day in 10 years because I look too happy. I'm enjoying myself too much.
That's a blessing.
That is the greatest.
Yeah.
As long as we can build back, and it's going to come. We're getting more young people involved. We're getting more Jamaicans involved, and better must come. A big thing people don't realize. Sometimes we look at ourselves and we kick ourselves because we say, "Oh, we're Jamaica there. We're not reaching nowhere." Jamaica is less than 70 years old. We are a young country compared to all of these countries out there that have things running. We are still at the start of our life. We have parents and grandparents out there who are older than our country. So it's just the beginning, guys. And if we work together, if we stick together, we must can build a Jamaica we want to live in. We want our children to live in more and more and more.
Absolutely. And you said, James, you did schools, and you have more schools that you come in. What communities? I mean, like, where exactly?
We've done 8 schools in, I think, Marshall, 7 parishes. So we've done Kingston, St. Thomas.
Yes, you want to cover all of them now?
So we're going to get to 14 parishes before we start repeating parishes now. I think Mandeville is the only parish we did twice because they're really needed. But we've done Kingston, Mandeville, Clarendon, St. Thomas, Portland. So 5 parishes so far that I can remember. Whitehall, Mocha, all them places. And we don't plan to stop. My sister had a vision. We started out with houses, and my sister Christina, big her up. She's the kindest hearted in the family. She had a vision that, a house helps one family, but a school helps an entire community. So make us try to something there.
Amen.
That's
to
awesome.
that.
I hope you have that on the shirts when you're building. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a good one.
a hell
That's
of a line.
an amazing one.
And now we're starting to realize there's so many other facets. So I'm getting more involved now. I've mainly been in the business, focusing on business. That's been my main thing. But when I saw all the people I know, so I've always participated in this building of the schools. But when I saw my friends lose their houses, when I saw people I know and spend weekends with lose everything in the hurricane, I said, you know what? It's time for me to start giving back as well, more than just so. And so there's a lot of plans we're working on in the background. I mean, when you look at schools, the next step in my mind is we need to start developing sports alongside the schools, because Jamaica is one of the best countries in the world.
Absolutely.
We have track athletes, we have Raheem Sterling, we have Liam Bailey, Usain Bolt.
We create legends.
Amazing.
We're legendary.
We have great people who come from one little country, and if
We have Chris Gayle, legend.
and if we can develop not only our education but our athletes, our sports system, etc. We're now giving people 2 avenues out of poverty, 2 avenues to success.
Definitely.
We have a lot of plans in the works. And
Definitely.
We want people to help
I,
set. We
I
want.
love that because one of the things I am very passionate about is sports. And what breaks my heart is when I go to the stadium and see these kids who are from a poor community and realize that sports can take them to another level, and they don't care. They run barefooted
Mhm.
Mhm.
at the stadium. That
Um,
break my heart because for somebody to come and run in front of thousands of persons barefooted, it means that them determined to get out of where they're
yeah,
in the
yeah,
lifestyle that they're in right now. And so they want to become a Usain Bolt, they want to become a Shelly Fraser, they want to become a Chris Gayle, they want to become, every like that. And so we have to see how we can help them to reach their dream, but don't feel like, they have to do certain things. And somebody, if we can start a sneakers program, something like that. Get some scouts to come down, and yeah, they have the primary school stuff, but let us start a program that we know can get these persons to come once a month, and we have a fair that these kids come to showcase what they can do, and so we can
absolutely.
build them. And the nutrition aspect of it also is critical
Yes, I
because some
can't
of
tell
these
you.
kids are running and it's bun and cheese them eating. They don't have the
So,
vitamins. They don't have the stuff to build them properly. And that is why by the time them reach high school and them do well at champs, them pop down.
yeah,
Mhm.
Because
very
building
true.
up, they didn't have the right nutrients in their bodies. So we have to look on that too.
Absolutely.
Have a good thing with food, boss. You know.
No, I'm definitely down for that. I have a friend that we played football together in the States, and he is down here now, and he's moved back home. He plays every Sunday, and he's contacting his B1 coaches and stuff like that. Say, I have this guy that comes to the field. He's a wicked footballer. His touch him just need a little touch up, and they're down there actually now starting to show some of the smaller things because I realized I used to play football in Jamaica, and until you never know a ball game till you go overseas and you see how organized it is. But it's organized
Yes.
because they put the infrastructure in place, which is what we need to do here. So I mean, once we can develop that, I'm all about that. I think sports can play a huge part in Jamaica in developing people, in enriching people as well. We've seen so many people, our athletes are number one in the world in everything. Olympics just start right now. And if you looked at the opening ceremony, everybody was waiting on Jamaica. Jamaica had the most vibes, the most everything. The colors were beautiful. We just are a people that's so dynamic, and if we can develop sports, but as you said, Marsha, the nutritional side of it as well is extremely critical. I mean, you see all these athletes now, they're spending, these people that are making the millions of dollars are spending millions of dollars on their nutritional aspect of it to make sure they eat right, eat healthy, have a balanced diet. That's something that's not really accessible to our athletes in Jamaica,
No,
our young
no,
athletes.
no.
If we can develop
Yeah.
programs, so we're talking to people like you guys in the diaspora who have these professional, just come down, let's bring you to some of these schools, let's teach some of the children, but also donate to Food for the Poor so they can provide that infrastructure of food and that balanced nutrition.
But I'm gonna throw something in this now. Let me tell you, there's a thing that we have called the band camp, where every summer we would have taken 60 kids from the inner city, train them within 4 to 5 weeks at Food for the Poor, and give them an instrument to play. And let me tell you something, when you hear the kids what they start with, and when you hear them within the 4 or 5 weeks, how they sound, right now we have students who have graduated and they're now working at Sandals. They're working at the different places.
That's
Every
awesome.
year they enter the competition, and every year they win like 4 goals, 10 goals, six this bronze, how much silver.
And
I mean,
and that's
it's
for band, that's for
amazing.
music that they're doing, Marsha.
Music,
That is
music.
awesome. You
And
know
this
why that
year,
is so
this
special?
year we weren't able to fund it because we didn't have it this year because we didn't have enough funds to help the students this year. It was heartbreaking,
You know why
but
that's so
Sean Paul
special?
normally help
Yeah,
us with it.
big up, Sean Paul. Yeah, man. You know why that's so special? There's a there's a avenue in Jamaica, right? I mean, tourism is what we depend on for as an economy. I believe it's 30% of tourism that makes up Jamaican funding coming in. But what you don't have anymore, which I used to love and I still love to go, is seeing live bands perform throughout. Either they will be able to develop, they're in the hotels, but most of them are on the cruise ships now. So I mean, it's other opportunities like this that you're developing. It's not just sports. It can be music. It can be musicians. It can anything with a trade.
Exactly.
Yo, it just get drastic. We talk about legend and the legend just coming. Let me bring him in right now. Hold on one sec, everybody. The universe boss himself.
The party get drastic. Street man.
Yeah, yeah.
What go on now, Mr. Boss? You know, ambassador for Jamaica. Thank you so much for joining us on this. We know that everywhere you go, it is always a vibe, and you promote Jamaica full-hearted. Whether it's the IWC 2020 Test Cricket, if it's Formula One, anywhere you are, it's Jamaica and it's Universe Boss, and you're one of the legends. You are the legend in your sport, cricket, but you're a legend in the Jamaican people heart again. So big up yourself, my brother.
Which is right. Jamaica food boss, big up yourself. James, who else we have online?
We have Marsha from Food for the Poor.
Marsha, I'm hungry too, you know.
Chris, you know me from long time, you know, Chris.
That's rich. Yeah, man, Marsha, how things?
Good. Bless up, my brother. Bless up.
Yeah, give thanks, man. Blessings to you and the family.
Chris, a big reason I wanted to get you on this call with us on this live is because as a Jamaican who made it onto the world stage and brought himself to something where a lot of people can't even imagine, you also give back a lot to Jamaica. You do a lot for communities around the country. You donate a lot to charity, and you give back. Could you tell the people that we have watching why that's important to you and what you'd love to see other people doing and helping out with?
Yeah, it's always good to give back, you know, especially from I get a youth as well who actually make it to the top as well. And, you know, it's always give back, whether it's going to give back to the sport or you're going to give back to community as well. Like you mentioned, you know, I've done a lot of work, you know, but I don't really highlight it, what I've done within the country, but I've done so many things within the school and communities as well, you know. Right now, my basic school, I still have that school to actually go and rebuild or refix up back again. You know, that's where I started my education, you know, wise. That's in Rallington town, so I have to always give back to my community for sure. Yeah, but, you know, like I say, you know.
Oh, Chris gone?
Oh, no. Well,
see if we can get him up, man.
While we're getting him back, guys, you see everybody who have a good heart, find out some way to give back, and you have to big up Chris. Him don't put it out there, don't highlight it, but he's always out there doing something for somebody in need. I promise you that.
That is true.
I must tell you though, I don't know if you realize my last name, it's Beryl Rose. So, you know, Richard Beryl, Shaggy.
Yes.
It's my cousin. So, you know, all the work that he has also done for Jamaica. So when I tell you that it's in my family, it's in our blood. We grew up.
He has done a phenomenal job for Jamaica as well.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's done amazing. Yeah, man.
For the hospital and thing, what he's just done.
Definitely.
When you look at what a lot of people don't realize is even just when you become a legend or you become an icon in a field, people start to get interested in the country, looking at the country. People want to visit, learn more, buy products, and it supports in so many ways, even if they're not actually involved in it. Okay, you know, amount of people we don't know would have bought a Jamaica T-shirt because of Chris Gayle, or a Jamaica flag because of Usain Bolt, or bought albums because of Shaggy, and all this comes back to the community, and at some point trickles back down.
Yeah, so, and I mean, we look at our athletes and we have them in such high regard, but imagine if they knew exactly what some of these athletes and singers do. A lot of them don't really talk about how they help people, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you really know about how a lot of these people, I mean, we have, you and I spoke about one, James, a legend in football. I don't want to call him name, but you know who I'm talking. When he come back to Jamaica, he does a lot of charity as well. Chris does a whole heap of charity that you'll never hear him talk about. You'll never hear it. It's just done in silence and really done out of the goodness of them heart.
Yeah, and you know, that's, guys, you can, we're telling
definitely
this, we want people to get involved. do more. There's any way you can do it. You can donate, you can volunteer, and a lot of people do it because it's good inside their heart and they don't need the limelight. But after how much people are suffering from the hurricane and what we've been seeing, we realize we need to bring light to this. We need to show the world. So you want to inspire you guys and we get everybody else involved.
Yeah, we're doing it. This is from the heart, but we want the shares. You don't even have to subscribe. This is nothing for this. 100% of this is going to Food for the Poor. We want the shares. We want you guys to go and follow Food for the Poor and basically bring their word to light. Just share it and people will get on board. Chris is back with us, the legend himself.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So no, we're telling them, Chris, about their work. You will never hear yourself talk about I mean, the things that you do that we lucky enough to be around, and hear that you do, and how your friends even talk about some of the stuff. I'm sure when they talk about some of the things that you go back to the communities and do is just heart of love, bro.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying the song, universe goes a blessings to people,
Yeah,
and
man.
we don't make the people see it.
That's it, true.
But like I said, it's a tough time now. I know a lot of people out there still struggling, and just reach back.
Yeah, man.
So best we can join force and see best what we can come up with as well. So I'm pretty.
But I must tell you though that Chris, I've worked with Food for the Poor last year during COVID, when through Sean Paul Foundation, he had donated some food packages also, and we went to, I think it was it's in the inner city. We did that that distribution. So there's a lot of stuff that he does, yes, and people don't know. That's so true.
Chris.
Yeah.
Your old school, Rollins?
No, it's not Rollington. It's the
Rollington town?
Rollington.
It's a kindergarten area. Josephine Blackpool Basic School.
Is there, Marsha, that's another school we can go help Chris with? So Chris,
that's what when he mentioned it, I said I'd love to speak to him about it.
Chris, I don't know if you know, but Food for the Poor has a lot of schools, and as we were telling the live earlier, so my family has worked with them to do around 8 basic schools around the country to rebuild the entire facility. And so if your old school needs more help, we can definitely link up with Food for the Poor and see what can be done, and then try get on a school drive to do more and more.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. If we can join forces, let's do it, man.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate that as well, without a doubt. And
I think that instead of reinventing the wheel, Food for the Poor has the ability to do so much once persons understand what we can do and just allow us to do it. Just give us the money, just give us whatever it needs, and we'll get it done. But definitely, Chris, I'd love to speak to you about your school and see how we can work together.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
we can align and talk about. We can discuss it.
All of us, I'm definitely down to come on board for that. As I said from before, we'll work with all of that, but the schools as well. James, me, you, Chris, Marsha, we'll link up. Let's get something for this school. People online as well. You see where everything is going to. It's going to a good cause. It's going to communities. And what was the line again, James? You help. You build a house. You help a family. You build a school. You help a
community.
Yeah,
copyright that.
That's generational. It's not just your kids and my kids. If the school is maintained, their kids and the kids after them. And something we learned recently, guys, the last school we built, the minister gave a speech, and we went and did some research to ensure it's correct. Every $1 you invest into a early childhood education, you get a return of between $4 to $9 back. So if you're investing $50,000 into a basic school, the community will get a return of 4 times that at minimum and 9 times that maximum.
Yes, it go a long way. It helps the entire community. It builds communities, build foundation from the ground up. Yeah, man.
Education is the #1 avenue out of poverty. There's no better way to get someone out of poverty or to help someone guide themselves to a better path than to provide good education. And the earlier we can start is the better.
Yeah, that's
Chris,
true.
Chris, you see a lot going on with cricket and stuff like that. We were talking earlier before you got on with like developing sports in Jamaica as avenues for kids and people to really enlift themselves and lift their community and lift them family. We see it throughout. Jamaica creates legends. You have Usain Bolt, you have Shelly, and we create legends. So I
Yeah,
mean,
many. The list
yeah,
goes on.
what I know you do stuff with the cricket as well, but what do you think about that? About building up the sports in Jamaica and helping kids in the communities to become top
Tell you
athletes?
what, I can speak on the cricket part of things. You know, it's taking a huge dip. The cricketing fraternity, the community is not really playing cricket anymore as well. We're not seeing international cricket so much in Jamaica again. It's only recently we saw South Africa visit Jamaica
Yeah.
against West Indies. So no World Cup games in Jamaica as well. So without those things, there's no motivation for any youngster to say, hey, I want to play cricket because they're not seeing it live here in the country. So that actually will be a U-turn, or everybody gonna go elsewhere and trying to divert to a different sport or different divert to the United States. So we need help. The infrastructure, the clubs are
Mm-hmm.
suffering. I know the Jamaica Cricket Board complain about there's no funds, which is always the main topic. But when they get the funds, we don't see where it actually goes within the cricket, within the
And
clubs.
build Trelawney Stadium and it stay there rotten down.
Yeah, I know. Sabina Park turned into a football and a club and a party spot. To be honest with you, and when I see that, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
My legacy is right here in Sabina Park. I create a
Yeah.
lot of history here, and then to see it actually, divert into a football stadium, and we have a national stadium for that as well, and then to see Sabina Park hosting football now, I'm like, it kind of hurts, to be honest with you. Even though I go out there and party as well too, I'm like, Jano, it's supposed to be a cricketing venue, and I'm here partying at my spot, Sabina Park. So,
It's
you
true
feel
though.
away. I'm not gonna lie, feel away. But I'm
Mm.
still enjoying myself though. But those are the little things that actually kind of kill the game of cricket. And it's just a big take a big
But
dip right now. To be honest with you, I don't know how we can actually restructure or try to uplift the game once more. Go back into school, start back from the grassroots and try and develop cricket some more. So we have to look into
I,
that.
you see, I don't get it though, but it's true because even growing up, they used to encourage us to play cricket instead of play football when I
Yeah,
was growing up. And then you see other teams coming on board now, Afghanistan, you see Canada coming out, and Jamaica,
America, even
West Indies,
America.
Jamaica itself. I mean, we need to develop more of that in the country. I mean,
yeah,
it's true. Like that really hit home when him say I used to go Sabina Park and go watch cricket match and them things with my uncle them. And
True.
I never even like it just hit me like that. We really got it to part no cricket match.
yeah. And we set the trend in so many ways. When it comes down to cricket, with the party stand, the atmosphere, the vibes,
Yeah.
everything started at
Definitely.
everything. Chris Darren, everything started at Savannah Park, and everybody was on the tune in and just come Savannah Park and
And that's
have
where,
a good time and watch a good game of cricket.
and
Yeah.
a
But
lot
we're
of
not seeing these things anymore, man. Everything just divert in different directions.
Even Jarrett Park down here in Mobile, them used to have cricket, and that's non-existent. There's no real cricket pitch on this side that I can remember
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. Down by St. Elizabeth, Alport was a good venue as well.
Right. Yeah.
The other venue in Runaway Bay, what's name again?
Oh, something there.
Yeah. Uh, that's a very nice venue for sure. We used to love to play down there as well because you get it is kind of central. For people in the rural vicinity can come there and watch the game easy as well. And people
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
come
I know.
and so it was really good.
Marsha,
Good. Yes.
you have a lot of initiatives. You have whole heap on your hand. I mean, tell us
Yes,
again
man.
what it is that we can do, how the people can help you.
Well, we want them to go to our website, www.foodforthepoorja.org. I mean, information is there. And like I say, we need to support volunteers. We need it to share this live. We need for you to share whatever it is that we need your support in every and any way you can think of. Jamaica needs you. And we are on the ground. We are the largest charity in Jamaica, and I would say the Caribbean. We are working hard. We never stop. When some persons you see them out there, we love them dearly. But after a while, you won't see them. We are the ones that are continuously out there, back
Yeah.
to back, You know what I mean?
And
Even
I
during
have
COVID,
and I have a lot of
even
close.
during COVID, persons were locked in. Food for the poor. We were on the ground. Sometimes when I'm driving on the road, it's me alone on the road. That's to show you that we are out there every single day. And big up to Food for the Poor team that they
Yeah, man,
don't
maximum
sleep.
big
They're
up to them.
continuous. Believe me, man. Big up, big up.
Yeah, man, I love that. Food for the poor. From me, a little baby, me about food for the poor. No?
It's true.
Yeah, I
Well,
always say,
we're
well,
around 41 years.
yeah,
Well,
man. Yeah, yep.
true. That's true. When you have something, Pam, James, you probably don't even know that
So we
JVC
can
before it
even
sign
plan
off and them thing.
something
I'm young, you know. I'm young.
with
Yeah, I
Food
know.
Boss where we can do a little cook off.
Yeah, man, we can plan something. Plan out. Let's plan it. Let's get it done. You have Chris on the live, you know. So you know what the cook off going to be if him request something going curry goat. So
mad. Yo, when me I deal with my chicken, I string me hang it from, you know.
all right, no say a word, man.
I leave them and them like
Hey,
a permit and them things. Food boss, tell them the man.
Them don't know. You see, I know everything we put out there. No, them don't know what we are
but
doing.
hold
Yeah.
on
We are
now,
ham
hold on
chicken
now.
and them thing there.
Look what I'm gonna throw one in. Chris was my neighbor. And I remember when I was in chef school, I did a pizza. And I gave him a piece. And him said, no, man, you have to do another one. You don't remember that, Chris?
No, I don't remember that. How long do I talk now, man?
We're talking a couple years well.
Yeah, a couple of years well, for real.
It's a food boss. Me know about food, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have to put it to the test, you know. If you sit, you
James,
can
over down
speak
here,
it,
you
but
said
if you
no,
can
no.
cook it, that different.
Me not cook, me eat. Me not cook.
Mad.
Me like
Mad.
when I finish work, I don't want to go and
Yeah.
I don't want to lie down and watch this food
That's
ready
it.
to come out. But let me tell you something. If you guys want to have a cook off, I will be the judge. I will eat everything. And we can have a little day. We can anything we can do.
Nah, man, a food boss, I cook the food, man. We don't
Like
go
we
cook.
organize it, man. Marsha says she a chef, so she have to chef it up today.
I think
People come buy
Definitely.
some food.
anything we organize, I'm willing to also we can turn it into an event and try give back to the people.
Let's do that school
Let's
thing
do
and
it.
let's do that cook off for
Let's
the
do it,
kids
man,
at the
guys.
school while we're
I know.
building the school.
Chris, I know your birthday is coming up, 40 Shades of Gayle,
Yeah.
and that happens every year. Last time I went there, I brought a case of soccer and ended up going viral on big video. When we
You're the
know-
viral king.
when we think about that, in the pharmacy, you don't donate proceeds.
Now, all my parties is for charity, you know.
It's for
I don't
it's
know
for
why people
charity.
think I don't want.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
for
know why people think
charity.
I don't know why people think it's a money making thing.
People
Because
don't know that.
No, man, it's
you know,
all
for
charity for
me,
Chris.
for
I
a
know.
party person like me, support every party. You know, when me keep something, you don't really see certain people turn up as well. You know, because I'm saying Chris, you'll have it already. You know, but they don't know is actually the
Charity.
proceeds go to charity.
Yeah.
I've just done 2 dinners in the UK to raise some funds. It's just for the funds to reach Jamaica now because you know the hurricane. I know
Amazing.
that as well. So I raised some money to actually come deliver it back here in Jamaica as well too. So you know, most people just don't support the thing because them say, "Yo, Chris rich already." So we're not going party, but you know, such is life, you know. But we still have to do what we got to do, you know. But
Yo,
I just saw the system set still.
I say one thing.
But you know, Chris, you have to show what you're doing with the. You have to show it because you see, even though you're really keeping it to yourself and you don't want to look like boy, you have to show everything you're doing. But you have to because
Because
you
I
have a
only focus, man.
charity. You have to let people know what you're doing. So, believe me,
The
Which
bad
is
so
mind,
you do a lot.
Yeah, true.
you know, the bad mind people them want to keep you down and them don't want to see you succeed or help people, and that has been, in my opinion, that's been going crazy in Jamaica as of late. But we need to just keep doing the good. And yo, Chris, guys, I have to jump off, but enough love for all you do.
Yeah, man.
You're one of the
We're at
greatest.
the time now.
I tell you, you're one of the greatest people never meet in life. Not just a Jamaican, not a superstar.
Real
For me
talk.
and you reason in a real life, the
Yeah,
thing
man.
where you
Yeah,
come
man.
from and decide you still are gonna help people and not just take care of yourself, which is
Yeah,
if you want to that'll be fine. Big up your
that's
brother.
real rich.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That is really
And
rich.
Marsha,
That is really
Real
rich.
rich.
We're gonna connect. Let's connect.
Yeah, man.
But
So-
thanks, a lot,
Definitely.
guys. Much love and much appreciation.
Yeah, man. Much big up, much respect, much love. Chris, thank you
Thanks,
again so
guys.
much for coming on. Bless up yourself.
www.foodforthepoorja.org.
Yeah, man.
That's
Donate if you can. Big up Chris. We're
Big
link
up.
up in the back.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, cool.
Bye, guys.
Manners.
Later. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember, go to the website. It's right there. It will be across. See it there again. Food for the Poor, ja.org. You guys go donate. Do what you can to help this wonderful charity so that we can help as many people as we can. Marsha, thank you so much again.
Blessings, my brother.
We
Bye.
will be in contact
Definitely.
very soon.
Alrighty.
Probably after this.
Thank you.
Later. Bye.